Alright. This hand is great. And our opponent's on 6. We're so lucky. What we do on turn 1 probably depends on what they do. Basic island could mean anything. This could be Storm. I mean, obviously it could be like a mirror, twin, whatever, but it's just like, who has Lorwyn Island? So if I Inquisition on turn 1 because I'm scared, then I can't play Serum Visions and Thoughtscour on 2. So I'm pretty sure I have to fetch a Watery Grave. Which means that I probably have to fetch a Steam Vents. Which probably means that I'm going to end up killing myself. But that's okay. Oh, I'm so smart. Lorwyn Island. You just gave it all away. Give me that Ascension. It's probably the one time in the history of ever that's actually been right. That I've actually been right. On a weirdo read like that. But this is it. That's the card we're scared of. That's the one we cannot defeat. I mean, Storm's a tough matchup regardless, but still. It's much easier when they don't have Ascension. Just put it that way. So they're going to Visions again. We will probably do some nonsense on our turn. Well, now we're not really locked into fetching Steam Vents, but if we want to like play Pia on 4 and actually put them on a clock, I think we kind of have to. And I could Visions first, but then I can't. I would have to Thoughtscour them if I actually like my cards. So I will Thoughtscour first, and then yeah, I'll just play Tasigur. That worked out well. And I guess we'll just leave that Inky in there for Snappy Dude next turn. And then this is just the never-ending sweat of whether or not our opponent can kill us. But if they're casting Desperate Ravings on their main phase, chances are not good for them. Alright, we got a bunch of cantrips. I think I just want to try and slow them down a little bit. Inky you. Electromancer, some probes. We have the Electromancer covered with the Terminate, so I don't necessarily want to take that. Yeah, I think I just want to take a probe. Probe could be anything. They are very much a resource-driven combo deck. Like, they need to get a specific amount of resources. So using anything to trade 1-for-1 with them is very good. So if I kept their Electromancer off the fear of like their 2 probes turning into rituals and like them comboing me out or whatever, I don't know. It's just like it's so unlikely too because their graveyard's so bad. They do have a lot of probes. But if I was super scared and I took the Electromancer, then they would have a probe and I would have a Terminate, and that would not be good for me. So I'd much rather just like trade with a probe. And plus, I think it's like under 5% that I get killed from them having probe Electromancer, but that's just, you know, crazy make-em-ups math. And they're on a 2-turn clock. Oh, like, flashing back more Ravings, not doing anything. There's a Tar Pit. If we needed an extra clock, that would be it. Command's not really going to help us. I think we just hold open Terminate to not die to an Electromancer. Like, I know they discarded the one they had, but they could also just have another one, so. Thoughtscour's just kind of reaching. Maybe I'll mill 2 rituals and draw a ritual, you know? Pretty sure my opponent's dead. Between Terminate and my 3 threats. So is this going to be my turn 5 I kill them on? That's pretty great. Look at my beatdown deck. Uh-huh. That's a Desperate Ritual. That's a Paretic Ritual, so you found a few of those. That's a Past in Flames. Can't do nothing about that. No mana leaks. Then they get to probe twice. Hope to find a Manamorphose. Okay, okay. So probe twice, charge Ascension. If they find Manamorphose, maybe they go off on me. Guess I just F6. So I have 2 shots. 2 shots. I drew a Lightning Bolt. Well, my dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 was the storm. So yeah, that one was ways off too. So I like Dispel, like Bitter Blossom, Counter Squall, Explosives covers me against Goblin tokens and Ascension, and then yeah, basically just want Fulminators to attack their mana a little bit. Don't need P and Kieran. Commands are not great, and bolts are certainly not great, but they do have their uses. Killing Electromancer is pretty big. You can't just let that thing run wild, so you gotta keep them honest. Command makes them discard a card, so like again, it kind of taxes the resources, but I think I want to cut some of those. I want to keep Taskers in as a clock. And Jace flashes back like Inquisitions, but is mostly not doing a ton of relevant stuff. I like the idea of keeping in some commands, because if they go off with like empty, then maybe I can like Thought Scour myself, find Staticaster, and get it back. I kind of want to cut the Jace, but I also feel like the filtering is just very good. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to cut a Jace and a command, but that doesn't seem right. I should probably just cut another Jace. So I have 2 things to deal with. Empty the Warren tokens. It's possible I want another one. I might want the Flames, but this is a bit much. We'll just do this. Keeping all the bolts. Yeah, this hand looks good. We're short an Inquisition, but otherwise this is great. Oh, look at that thing. That's a beaut. Just Captain Moneybags over here. Done like 40 B for Z drafts, never had an expedition. Alright, keep them in bolts or dispel. I don't think there's anything I really want to dispel. Unless they just like straight go off on me. But yeah, it's not good. So I could try to leak some stuff. It's kind of futile with Ascension. So I think I just want to establish Jace. If I were on the play, it'd probably be lights out, but we're not. It's not. Probably dead. Good thing we won game 1. Maybe on the draw I just need an Inquisition, like, super badly. Maybe I just need a mulligan. Even hands like this that look kind of reasonable. Just because we can't beat Ascension otherwise. Could just die this turn. Could die very easily. Or maybe they don't have a 3rd land and we get to just fulminator them out of the universe. That'd be great too. No land, no land, no land. Give me a shot. Rats. Man, and more spells. We're so dead. Alright. Ascension is charged. We're at 10, though. Wonder if we can do anything with that information. Maybe we can just bolt and ambush Viper him out. Kind of a tall order. If they resolve one ritual, it's probably game over. Thankfully, most of the rituals have been banned. Pretty sure I have to counter both of those. As much as I would like to slide a Snapcaster into play. Alright. Alright. This is trouble. Some trouble is a brewing. Now we get to hang out for 5 minutes, though. Maybe see some extra cards of theirs. Let's see if they brought in Empty the Warrens, basically. See how many, like, dispels, maybe defense grids they have. I also didn't play a ritual, so they're out of those until they find more. Puppy is bored out of her mind. She could not care less about what's going on right now. Not a care in this match. Puppy's probably rooting for my opponent. Alright, there's a ritual. Now we have 6. Does make way for Past in Flames or no? No, we're still doing stuff. Yeah, it's good sequencing. Like Thought Scour before you decide what kind of mana to add. I think it's pretty clearly going to be blue since 4 is just enough red. Oh, Ascension. You are silly. So I haven't seen anything weird. This just looks like their main deck config. Well, I hope I have the exact same hand on the play. Do I even bother to see if they're going to kill me with Grape Shot or not? Maybe they Thought Scour themselves. Maybe I see some stuff. I don't know. I'm getting bored. Getting bored. Opponent has 14 mana. Can't believe I used to do this. I used to play Storm Online a little bit. This was when it was good-ish. Had Seething Song. And something else, maybe? No, I think Seething Song was the only thing. $19 mana. Alright, Grape Shot, fine. GG. Maybe get another Jason there. Who knows? Take a little look-ski at what we got going on here. Alright, get this command out of here. I'll keep the Staticaster. Oh, this is kind of the same hand. Minus a Dispel, but it's tight. Land, spells, anything. Snapcaster can flashback a Mana Leak. Or I guess a Thought Scour and get the beat on, but I don't have the double blue yet. It's basically my clock, though. Yeah, sure, we'll top both. It's kind of weird to top both when it's like I don't have a firm grip on the game if I top both those cards, but, you know, here we are. And we'll take the 2. Just take it right on the chin. I'll flash out a little Ambush Viper if nothing too crazy happens. I think with my 2 leaks, I just want to keep the shields up. Kind of want to trade that, but they did go bottom with their Serum Visions. I don't know. Roar. Yeah, so I think I want to keep the shields up for any ascensions. That does slow me down a lot. It makes my Fulminator and Jace not really cards. But maybe one of these days we'll get to 4 or 5 mana. But then it might be at a point where I need to keep both Mana Leagues open. And alright, what'd they do? They went bottom top, so we'll scour them. Raving Passive Flames? Okay, that did not help me. That was just actively bad. They're probably like, man, I got those cards and I get to draw a fresh one this turn? Busted. Busted! Unfortunately, did not hit a land. Probably would have liked to Thought Scour away my Explosives and Lightning Bolts. Well, what are you going to do? Yeah, maybe I should have just jammed this game. Especially since now I have the Explosives, maybe. Should probably trade Leak for something on this turn. Because it's getting to the point where my mana's taxed. It's kind of counterintuitive because it's getting pretty close to when they could have 4 mana and 2 rituals, and then like my Leak doesn't really do anything. Are they going to play an Ascension? Oh, they might just kill me. My word. Yeah. Oh, just make goblins. Great. That I'm okay with. Nugget. I believe 0 is the number that I'd like to set that for. Oh, it's Hassiger too? Oh. Attack you. And you're 9. It worked out okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. They try and get cutesy with their goblin tokens. I think it's going to be good. It's never good. Not against me. I overboard for Empty the Warrens most of the time. This time I only had 2 things. But if I play against Belcher, I play against like Ants, play against this Storm deck, it's always just like I want 2 or 3 things. Because your cards in the matchup are just so bad. It's pretty rare that all of your cards interact with them anyway. So you might as well try and cover yourself against the weirdo stuff that they're doing. So I have Fulminator and Mana Leak. And they're dead this turn. Could potentially just like Grape Shot my Snapcaster. And then that takes a turn off the clock, but I could just play Fulminator. Oh, he Thoughts Guard off the pain line. Okay, sweet. Oh, no. Grape Shot my Tassiger? Alright. Well, now you just have nothing. Past in Flames cost 5 to flashback. And I have 2 Mana Leaks. Alright. Okay. So now, same deal, backing on 2-turn clock, except they're down a bunch of cards. I could also Fulminator them after attacking for 2, but then maybe they could Grape Shot my Snapcaster, and that'd be kind of bad. So yeah, little beaters. Oh, another Scalding Tarn, thanks. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. Yeah, this is fine with me. So, if they draw a land... can flashback Past in Flames and a bunch of rituals, so can't really do that. I could play Jace if I wanted to sack Fulminator, but that doesn't really help me. Like, yeah, Jace is cool, but I think I would rather just have Grey Ogre in play. And they're cracking Tarn to take a turn away from them, which is fine. Fine for me. So this turn, if they go land Past in Flames, yeah, I guess I can just let that resolve. And then leak the ritual. It's slightly better because then they have 1 less ritual in their graveyard. But they could also like flashback a probe or the Grape Shot. So yeah, I don't think them having 1 less ritual actually matters. And now they're basically on the lock. What a funny game / match. Oh, what happened? Did I have the 3rd Mana Leak? Imagine that. Oh, it's like I need this card to fight combo decks or something. It's weird. Alright, we did it. We won a match.